Today we are making 10 freezer meals for your slow cooker or your Instant Pot. We've got directions for both. This is one of the things that keeps me going throughout the week. I keep my freezer full of these beloved freezer meals. I make them all in a big batch. I'm going to show you that today. Fill up the bags, write the instructions so that when I am the sleepiest, I can just pull it out, follow the instructions, and my family gets a flavorful, delicious, thoughtful, healthy dinner that all I had to do was pull a bag out and put it in the slow cooker. It's so easy. Total servings across all 10 of these meals is 52 servings is what we're looking at. And then stay tuned because at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how much this entire grocery haul costs for all 10 of these meals. It's going to blow your mind. You ready to know what we're making? For our menu today, we are making a healing chicken soup with ginger and turmeric, teriyaki chicken, and it couldn't be easier, white chicken chili, a salsa chicken, which is actually one of my personal favorites, and it is so simple to pull together, chicken tikka masala, a creamy chicken tortilla soup, barbacoa, beef and broccoli, carnitas, and then a bourbon chicken. So this is a gallon-sized bag stand, and I got them off of Amazon. We have them linked below directly, but you pull it up just like that, and you take your gallon Ziploc bag, and you just put it into these little holders, and that holds it upright. So if you're pouring liquids or spices or goopy chicken or whatever it is, this makes life so much easier. You also can, I've used a bowl, a big bowl, to balance my bag in before, and that works great, but this is really handy. Ziploc bag, must have. You must have some kind of a bag. And if you prefer, we now have these really cool reusable silicone Ziploc bags. These are actually rated for the freezer as well. I love them. I think they're so cool. And then the last thing you're going to make sure you need is a Sharpie. We're going to label our bags first. So this is really important. You'll notice that on these bags, I have the name written. I have what all is in here, when I packed it, when I need to use it by. So the math is already done for me, which I recommend about 3 months. Sometimes in my house, I go a little longer, like 5 months would be fine. And then I say, what do I need to add to this? So this is the Healy chicken soup, and it still needs kale and lemon juice, for example, because I want to save those to add later. So I know that I'll just put this in my slow cooker or my Instant Pot and then add the kale and lemon juice. And then I have all the instructions listed out so that if my husband is home, for example, and I'm like, honey, could you please help me make dinner? And he's like, how do I make it? I'm like, well, the instructions are written right here for you. I even wrote out how long to put it in the slow cooker, which is 4 to 6 hours, and how long to put it in the Instant Pot and at what pressure, so that it's all spelled out for him or you, whoever's making dinner. And then we're gonna line them all up, and that's how I like to do it. I'm gonna get out 5 of these little bag stands so I can go plop, 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 plop. I have my five of these meal bags already written out in my little bag stands, and the ones I've chosen are all chicken thighs. So the majority, over half of these can be made with chicken thighs, and it's actually my favorite. Anywhere in any of these recipes, you might see chicken breast or chicken thighs. I usually choose chicken thighs because they're just so flavorful and they're so delicious, and at the end of the day, they shred really nicely. So what I like to do is go ahead and get out all of my chicken thighs. Each of these calls for about 2 pounds of chicken thighs across the board. So that's 10 pounds of chicken thighs. So go to Costco, go wherever you get the best deal and get a whole bunch of chicken thighs and get ready to just divide it up into 5 different sections. And I'm gonna drop 2 pounds of these into each bag. The only one, all of these chicken thighs are actually whole. The only one that I chopped up ahead of time would be the chicken tikka, because I wanna cook that one so it's not shredded, but it's just little pieces of chicken in the final dish. But that's the only difference. Plop. Chicken tikka is done. The next one we're going to add our chicken for is the chicken tortilla soup. Just like that. Okay, the chicken tikka is up first, and I think it's really clever, and you're going to be really grateful if you can get everything out in advance, kind of like I've done here. I pre-measured everything. I measured everything, and now we're gonna load up all the bags. That batching of your work really helps. So I'm putting some tomato sauce into the bag, just plop it right on in there. Some tomato paste, get in there. Don't worry about whisking all this up. You're just putting it in the bag. You can kind of massage the bag later and it'll all dissolve in its own time. Salt and red pepper flakes, We have turmeric and ground coriander. These spices, oh, so good. Garam masala and also some ground cumin. Gonna give it that signature tikka masala style flavor. And then some coconut milk, so creamy. Put all of that in. And I like to, once I go ahead and fill my bag with all of the ingredients, I just press down to pull it off of that little holder, bag stand, hold it up, seal it almost all the way across, stop right at the end and make sure that I'm pressing all of the air out. Get it all the way to the end, and once I have all the ingredients in there, then I'm just gonna give it a little quick massage that mixes everything together so it's nice and even, and then poof. You just did, future you, the coolest favor ever. Let's make the rest. Okay, let's tackle the last 5 meals. So this is the protein spread. Again, I like to break it up into protein sections. It feels so much faster that way. So we have 2 dinners that are going to use chicken breast. One of them I cut up into little cubes and the other one we're leaving whole. So we'll shred that later when it's done cooking. And then we have cubed meat, which will be used for the beef and broccoli. Some big pieces of roast that we cut up roughly for the barbacoa. Yum. And then our carnitas, which is just the pork shoulder. Let's start assembling. So the very first one we have is our healing chicken soup, and that's the one that has the meat already kind of cut up, the chicken breast cut up. Next one we've got is our teriyaki chicken, which is just 2 nice chicken breasts. Boop. I'm gonna do our carnitas next, and this is a lot of pork shoulders. So this is gonna be a very full bag, but it'll be great. We seal it, put them in the freezer, and then I like to freeze them flat like this first, and then if I've got space, I'll move them upright so that they can sit in my freezer. If you have the space, this is great, like a library. And then you can just kind of pick the one you want without having to grab from the bottom of the stack. Look what we made, and it wasn't bad. And this is gonna be such a favor to future you. I hope you found that helpful. Are you ready to know how much all of this cost? It's mind-blowing. So we spent $205 and I think 25 cents on all the groceries to make all of this. And we bought organic chicken, like some of those nicer ingredients. So just so you know what we're buying. Total servings across all 10 of these meals is 52 servings is what we're looking at, grand total. And if you do the math, that's $3.95 a serving. That's fantastic. And that doesn't include necessarily the rice and things like that that you'd use to add on, but that's for the main ingredients. This is so budget friendly. This is so time saving, and really at the end of the day, sanity saving. Linked below, we went the extra mile for you. You are going to find an ebook that has all the recipes compiled for all 10 of these and shopping lists for you. So check that out below. Be sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.